Our goal must be to bring people together as one nation, regardless of our religion, regardless of where we were born, regardless of the color of our skin. And the resolution that I am offering, which I hope will be accepted, makes that abundantly clear. No to anti-Semitism, no to Islamophobia, no to all forms of racism and bigotry. And, Mr. President, as we do our best to combat racism and all of its ugly manifestations, we must also hold our heads high and with pride as we honor the First Amendment to our Constitution, brilliantly developed by the founders of this country. And let me simply read, because some may have forgotten, what the First Amendment says, and I quote, "Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances," end of quote. I would remind my colleagues, for example, that the success of the civil rights movement was due in large part to sit-ins and occupations where young black and white Americans bravely took up space in private businesses, demanding an end to the racial discrimination and segregation that existed at that time. Further, let us not forget those who demonstrated against the failed wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Maybe those protesters should have been listened to as well. You know, despite what some people think here, government policy regarding wars is not always right. In fact, in recent history, it has mostly been wrong. And as we speak, against explicit and repeated warnings from President Biden, Israel is attacking Rafah, where over 1 million Palestinians have sought refuge. And that situation will only accelerate the crisis that Mrs. McCain and others in the humanitarian world have talked about, and that is famine is imminent in Gaza, and God knows how many children are already dying of malnutrition.